See, it takes a team. It takes a team to figure out all kinds of things, not just working together and doing this business, but figuring out technology and just all kinds of things. But we have one of our wonderful team members who's not on with us tonight. She has a new baby, and she also has moved and is in the process of still kind of keeping things together in her house, and she's got a toddler. So these nights have been hard, and she's thankful for recording. But Nicole McGivney took some verbiage that we wanted and put it in this beautiful document that we are going to share with you guys. So many people that I have been talking to about, where they are in their Juice Plus business, and they're doing life, and there's this in and out of knowing that you have a business and you want to work on your business, but you're kind of going back and forth with your daily duties. And so when you sit down and you look at your laptop, sometimes it's like, where do I start? What do I do? I don't even know. And so we put this document together to, for it to be a living, breathing document, action plan, a printable action plan. My desire for you is to have it printed out so you can take a look at it, and you might decide, yes, I'm going to be one of those people that takes this document. I'm going to do the every days. I'm going to do the every 3 days. I'm going to do the 5 days a week. And then if I really want to step up my game, I'm going to do the 30-day game plan. If you're not there, don't sweat it. Like when I first looked at this printed out, I thought that might give somebody a heart attack if they felt like they had to do all of that every day. But pick one. You might find one thing in that 30-day list that is appealing to you, that sounds like a way that you would want to actively engage in your business. Pick one of those, and don't overcomplicate it. Don't think about it too much. I think what it does is it actually just jogs your mind, and it helps you think, oh, I could do that. I could, call this person because I thought of her son being an athlete. It just gives you ideas and triggers different thoughts of ways that you can invest in your business. So if you will bear with me, we're just going to walk through this. And I think one of the things that I have always felt is if you are living a healthy lifestyle, you are your own best story. You are a living example, inspiration, encouragement to other people if you are living your own story. So the first piece of this, and I'm going to see if I can get it to move down. It's not looking like it's wanting to move down, y'all. There we go. Maybe. I think I just skipped like 4 pages. Does this scroll when you're in doc? Oh, well. Now, okay. So every day, work on yourself. And personal development, that might be for you, that might be having some quiet time in the morning with God, your Bible, asking Him what He wants you to do for the day, how He wants you to invest in other people. That might be spending a few minutes listening to a leadership podcast. That might be reading a book. Just taking some time to take who you are today and try to just be a little bit better tomorrow. And that's submitting to, something that's outside of yourself. Take your Juice Plus, drink your water. I found out a funny thing this week. I have struggled with astigmatism for a long time. I found out that I was not drinking enough water, and I thought I was drinking enough water. So I've ramped my water up to about 3.5 liters a day. And y'all, it's made a difference in my eye. Can't explain it. I wonder if I was just dehydrated. So still, I'm still learning. all of the things that I need to do to help care for my body. Personal social media. If you don't have it, you're going to have to get it. It's just one of those things. Get the Instagram, get the Facebook, get the groups. It's just a way in our world today where we connect with people. I'm personally enjoying Instagram a lot better than Facebook these days. I feel like it's just nicer over there. It's prettier pictures, and people are sharing their stories, and they're taking all of the politics and the hoo-ha and all of that off of it. So that's just where I am. Have a monthly action step. So I always tell people at the end of a business month, look at where you are and where you are along the month from the previous month. Where do you want to be at the end of September? I mean, maybe it's just you want to be 2 customers more than you had in your business than the month before. That's a great goal. But just have that in place, and maybe write it on your calendar, put it in your Teamsy. Whatever it is for you, just find something where you can track your goals. And please take care of yourself. Move your body, get fresh air, especially right now in this climate with so much chaos in the world. I think it's really important that we do take care of ourselves so that we have to give. I don't know about y'all, but I can tell when I'm depleted because I become snappy and I become irritable, and it doesn't really make me a very pleasant Juice Plus representative, quite honestly. So when I am taking care of myself, I am better filled up to be able to take care of my customers and other people. Try to eat as much plants as you can and make somebody's day. Be that person that just quick phone call, happy birthday, how are you doing? I saw that it was your mom's birthday. I hope you had a great visit. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it is very wonderful when you do have an opportunity to make somebody's day. It could be the only thing that that person has as a gift of encouragement in that week. You just never know. 5 days a week. This one sort of cracked me up. Get out of bed early like a rocket ship. So like, I know that that's a little like, oh, what, Christy? But if you do, I promise you, there's just something with your mindset. If you get up expecting good things for the day, expecting that you're going to meet new people, expecting that you're going to connect with people, it makes a difference than, you're getting up and out of bed already dreading things that might be happening for the day. Check your Voxer, check your Facebook group, send heartfelt text message invites. We've got so many wonderful events that we can invite to over Zoom. And I have really gotten very confident in sending short voice texts rather than word texts. I think people want to hear that you thought of them, that you like I have a new customer, Tower Garden customer. She bought a Tower Garden over the summer. In conversation with her, I found out that she was a teacher. She did not have an opportunity to be live at the Tower Garden call the other night, but I was able to send her a voice text and just say, hey, I know you're a teacher. You might want to take a listen to this. And, she got it. She thanked me. But it's just those little things that are just really great to stay connected. Why 2? 5 days a week, do 2 intentional follow-ups, 2 customers, 2 team, 2 brand new connections. 2 is just a number that, like, if you did more than that, it could possibly feel overwhelming if you were doing, 5 customers, 5 team members. I mean, that could take your entire morning if you're making 15 phone calls. 2 doesn't seem overwhelming. You can reach out to 2 customers a day. And it could be, you could print your preferred customer genealogy and you could just highlight 2 a day. I use Teamsy and I love it because I don't have to print out any reports and I don't have to think about it. It just tells me who I'm going to follow up with that day. But however you choose to do it, just choose to do that. 3 days a week. Add value to your customer group, your Facebook group. If you don't have one, I know Severin has one, I have one. You might post something in there and tag your customers. So it might be, Brenda, you might have made an awesome smoothie. You loved it, you thought it was great, and you have a couple of complete customers that you know might enjoy having that recipe. Post it in Severin's group and tag your customers with that recipe, and it's just another way to connect, to give them a way to see what you're up to. Also, be confident sharing a business post. I like crickets. That might be the hardest thing for everybody, right? To share what it is you love about the Juice Plus business, because to be honest, there are people in our industry that have given our industry a not so great reputation. I mean, let's just put it out there. That is a thing, that we are different. Y'all, I've been hanging around this Juice Plus community for over 20 years. And the people that we get to work with, such high integrity, such, I really feel like they would do anything to make sure that their customers felt like they were supported and encouraged and cared for. So be confident that you've got a solid company behind you. You've got a lot of leaders with integrity, and you can be confident in the business model itself. So feel confident in sharing that. Once a week, log into your virtual office. Look at the meal prep that not only you're doing, but you can share with other customers. You can post about it in your Facebook groups. And look at everything that we post on Health for Life. Plan out your events for the week. And if you don't see anything on the table, plan your own. You might decide it is something where you want to get some women that you are in a neighborhood with you, and you might want to do a meetup for a walk and a smoothie at your kitchen table or something. Anything is an event. Lastly, design an email for weekly email list campaign. I used to be really good at doing emails and emailing my customers. Somewhere along the way, that weekly thing went out the window. So thankfully for us, Kelly on our team has been doing a monthly newsletter for us, and that has been such a gift. Take advantage of that, because she puts time into thinking on something topical that would be an added value for your customers and prospects. And it's honestly something you don't even have to think about. Just put a customer email group list together, and when that comes out, you get it from Kelly, and you can just zip that out to your customers. It's been such a great way for me to stay connected to my customers that actually read email. And surprisingly, I don't get much feedback from the little like one-liner emails that I send, but because our emails are so pretty and they've got those graphics along with them, they do look at them. And mostly the number one thing that you can do is share your story. Sharing your story often, it matters. I mean, it really matters. There would be times when I would literally walk in I was talking to Kelly this week about her day going to out of town for a baseball tournament. And she said, and then I had to come back here and go there. And I was like, yep, that's going to be your life for about the next 5 years. And I remember having sometimes just fatigue of like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to sit over here by myself and not talk to anybody. But those places of connections where you can sit in the bleachers or stands or office or wherever you might be, to just listen for an opportunity to connect, not necessarily to share Juice Plus with them, but just to be a friend to someone that you might have an opportunity to share your story with, whether it's the health side or the business side. Okay, I'm gonna scroll on down. I think I'm gonna scroll on down. Okay, now this is where it gets ramped up a little bit. Okay, this is where, when you have done those things that we just talked about, and I'm not going to go into all of these 30 things. You can read them and dissect them if you have any questions. But this is where, like, if you're ready to grow and take off, this is where you can really find some different things to try. And I'll just go over a few. Like identifying, number 4, identify 3 of your raving fan customers and reach out and invite them to talk to your sponsor, your upline in the business. To ask them, maybe you would be open to being a referral source for me. You might want to consider this business. Pardon me. This just gives you some different next level type things that if you're sitting there and you've gone, okay, I've done my spreadsheet, I've done my Teamsy, I've talked to my 2 customers, now what? And you have an extra 30 minutes, pick one of these things. Here's one that I liked. If you don't already have single packets of soft chew samples, consider ordering some and then make a post saying that you have some samples to give away. I can't tell you how many reach outs for people asking to try them when I offered free samples of those. So that's another great little step up idea that you could do. Now we're going to go over the bonus ideas. Again, these are just more things. You could do those for 30 days. You could pick one a day. However you want to use this, I think it would be wonderful for you. These bonus ideas, they're more driven towards social media. And this has not been a part of my routine before, but I have been watching a couple of people online and how they are in different Facebook groups. So say you have, say you're a homeschooling mom and you can search homeschool mom groups. I have joined my college alumni group. Different things that you might have in common with different people. Just join the group. Welcome just introduce yourself as you join the group. And then you have an opportunity to have conversations with these people that have things in common with you. Some different ideas in this day and time. You could have socially distant play date, coffee dates, with a couple of friends just to get outside the house. I know when all of this COVID stuff was just starting, I thought, I am not going to survive if I have to stay in my house. I'm just not going to survive. I can't do it. So I would ask people if they would be open to meeting at a park. And I can't tell you how many meetings that I had with my baseball lawn chair at a park under a pavilion or something like that. And we would just, bring our own coffee and have like meetups that way. So all of this is not to stress you out, not for it to be an overwhelming document, but for it to be something when you are getting started to invest in your business on a daily basis, hourly basis, whatever it looks like for you during the week, that if you get stuck, this is something to pull out and go, oh, well, I can try number 29. you know, so you have an idea, you have something that you can do to just explore different ways. And honestly, after doing this so long, sometimes you just get in a rut and you need to try new things, because I would have never learned how to use 99% of this technology or social media had I not been pushed outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to stop our screen share and open it up if anyone has any questions.
Shall I turn off the recording? Or you want to keep
Yes.
going?
No, you can turn it off.